You bet it's a big year of curling on TSN, including the Scotties, the Brier, the Worlds, and the road to the Olympics with the pre-trials and trials. And our season begins here in Calgary. Rachel Homan will defend her PointsBet championship. Mike McEwen will win the PointsBet Invitational. It may be a new format, but we'll see a lot of familiar faces take to the ice at Winsport. 10 women's teams, 10 men's teams, all aiming for some very big dollars. It is the PointsBet Invitational. Well, Calgary likes to think of itself as Canada's sunshine capital. Well, it's quickly becoming Canada's curling capital as well, as we've been here now for many events, including the PointsBet a year ago. And as mentioned, we'll be back here at the Winsport Event Center in February, in March, for the Women's World Championship. As on this Wednesday, how nice is this to say hello, Canada? Great to be back with you, families together. Joe's here, Russ. We'll hear from Kathy momentarily. Yes, it's going to be a very busy, and of course, the focus is on those Olympics in Cortina in February. Which teams will wear the maple leaf? All these games are now preparation for those trials in Halifax. You've both been there. What are you trying to accomplish?
At this point in the year, Vic, you're looking for that consistency. You don't want any big technical issues coming into your throws. You want to build some momentum. All of the wins early in the season mean so much, trying to build and peak at the end of November. And it's interesting how, Russ, teams go about this preparation much differently.
Totally differently. You'd just assume you'd go every weekend before the trials. Epic's done that. He played 4 in September. Gushue, 4 games in September. Totally different.
As mentioned, we have 10 women's teams, 10 men's teams, divided up into pools of 5 and 5. And remember, only the top 2, the pool winners, will advance to Sunday's finals. Pool A, women. I has drawn a team home, and they've only lost to one Canadian team in the last 2 seasons, and that's Team Anderson. But you know Team Black and Team Laws, they'd love to get one early this season over the Canadian and world champions. For Pool B.
Yes, that's why I'm picking Anderson, because that's the only team that seems to be able to beat Holman, 4-time Canadian champion. You have to pick them for sure.
All those teams will either be in the pre-trials in Wolfville or in the trials in Halifax. When it comes to the men's field of 10, only one, McIsaac, the reigning junior champion, is not in either. Let's start with Pool A. I can't make a pick here, Vic. The top 3 in this pool, I think it's a who shall, but Jacobs and Epping, great starts to the year. They have wins on tour. Gushue, slow start, but you can't ever count him out. Is Dunstone the favorite in Pool B?
Possibly. He almost won the Brier last year, but McEwen almost won the Brier the year before that, so you pick them. They're close.
So our matchup to start it off comes out of that Pool B, and it is Matt Dunstone, the hard luck kid, as he goes against Ryland Kleiter. And you think about Dunstone, lost 2 Brier finals. And they've had such a hot start to the year, Vic. They won a slam just last week. So they want to put some pressure early on this young team from Saskatchewan, and don't be heavy. Matt Dunstone has the best sweepers in the game. You need to bring them in on every shot. Ryland Kleiter has played 4 events, but 3 of them was a did not qualify.
Speed read for this guy. I'd say that to everybody. Obviously, it's the first game. The ice is going to be a little bit new, but so are the rocks. They're brand new rocks. Nobody has any info on these things. He has to figure that out fast. House money for Ryland, though. They're a great team, but they will not be favored in this game. But they knocked off Mowat in their last game. They can do it again today. Keys to the game are brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue brand, and the official tissue of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for 45 years. We're getting it going here in Calgary.
The 2025 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires, growing together. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
The Olympic ice surface here at Winsport allows 4 other games on the ice, and having a look at all of them, here's Kathy.
Well, it's pretty unusual, Vic, to see 5 sheets of ice behind me. It's also unusual to see men and women both out at the same time. The good news is that you can delineate between the voices. The bad news is it's going to get loud. And let's look at the games. A new look, Kate Cameron, with Brianne Harris back playing, will face Kayla Skurlik, one of the top teams on CTRS last year. Callan McIsaac, looking to Norway in the World Juniors later this year, will face a very tough Brad Gushue. That's how you get your feet wet. Winnipeg's Beth Peterson takes on the other Canadian junior team in the field, Milo Plett from here in Alberta. And finally, Corinne Brown out of BC takes on Selena Sturmig, who's here as the best U27 next-gen team.
Time to Beat the Teams now is brought to you by Home Hardware, locally owned and genuinely Canadian. Team Dunstone from the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg are skipped by Matt Dunstone and backed up by the Brush brothers, EJ and Ryan Harnden and Colton Lott. Number 2 in our country. Number 6 in our country is Rylan Kleiter of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, skipped by the 27-year-old with Trevor Johnson, Matt Hall, and Joshua Mattern backing him up. It is Dunstone to play the red, Kleiter to play the yellow, and it is Dunstone who has won the draw to the button, and rather convincingly, and quite impressively too when we talk about these new stones. And so he will have the hammer here in this first end. Kleiter will throw first, and to get us underway at the PointsBet Invitational, our first event in our season of champions, the Kleiter lead is Trevor Johnson.
I agree. It's up to speed, yes.
Like you said, Beck, 1 and 3 in their spiels so far, not that impressive, but this team is going to fool a lot of teams, I think, at the trials. You can beat anybody out here, and they're close. They're very close.
Good, Trev. No, not quite as good. Yeah.
It's actually pretty unique for Team Kleiter. They all live in the same city, all can train together. So those are teams that really can fast-track their way onto the scene, and once they have their breakthrough, watch out.
Nutana, Saskatoon Curling Club, a brilliant ice surface, very similar to what they play on in these arena events.
I didn't get hit.
Top 8. Line's good.
The veterans, of course, at the front end in Ryan and EJ, part of Brad Jacobs, and the trials win of 17, and then going on to gold medal in Sochi.
14-2. A little bit Colt. A little bit of room. A little bit Colt. Yeah, just go. Just go.
Full 4. Easy.
Okay. 14-2. Very nice, Pete. Just a couple. Yeah.
Ideal positioning there. We see this so often from the top teams. That foot deeper would cause so much havoc for Dunstone going down the rest of this end. It's in a really good spot.
Room right now. Room right now.
It's okay for the 6.
Okay. Line's
Yeah, you
getting
can
there.
go.
And a bit of a cutter here, I think, Joe.
Switch. 14-2.
Yeah, you could hear the call room right now, but they said it's okay for that rock
good.
because they know that it will come up.
Not quite.
That ran normal.
That's the tough part when you're matching rocks, and all, as we said at the top, these are all new stones. Nobody's got a book on them, and maybe in practice that rolled over some pebble and curled more than they thought, and they identified it as a cutter. Maybe it's not.
And sometimes with a mismatched rock, it's actually, if you put it in a fresh line, you'll see those teeth come out, but if it's in a line that's been worn down nicely, it runs a little bit more true.
Curl.
I want to get to the inside here.
Whoa.
All right, back.
Man, that did nothing. Sorry, Pete. Too much ice.
Yep. 10.
Yeah, 10 over here.
They were shocked that didn't finish. It's not like it was heavy. Very soft weight
Like a lot of
coming out
ice
of
for
there.
10.
I agree with you.
A little less.
I want to see less than
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Well, they're learning the ice and the stones, Russ. We just talked about they are new rocks, but the teams had a little bit of time to practice. What they've given them at this event that is very atypical is that every day the teams have the opportunity to practice either at night or first thing in the morning, and that is because they want them to figure out the ice and the stones, but at this point they really haven't had very many reps.
Yeah. Okay.
Throw 9-5 each.
Familiar rules now. 5 rock rule, of course. 10 ends, 38 minutes of thinking time. 1 90-second timeout. And, of course, the no tick rule. Put it on the center line. Can't touch it until the 6th stone of the end.
Good weight. Clean. Low. Low heavy. Clean.
Just trying to keep this on the nose. Keep some separation.
Girl. Yeah, good call on the weight. 9-1.
Still could do that. I think that, yeah.
I think that's the call.
He's going to make the double. But
One of those situations, Joe, right? Like, you'd love to tap
10?
this out, roll
Yeah.
buried. By doing that, you're jamming it out onto your own. You roll wide side to Kleiter's broom, you're going to set up a yellow double. There's just really nowhere to hide.
Oh, and if Dunstone had made the hit and roll inwards to sit the two, you probably would have seen Kleiter chase that rock, but now they're forced to go after the top red here. They're going to group their stones and leave a double, but they don't really have another choice.
Ooh, that's got a curl.
Okay. Ready. All right. Wasn't that
In previous
9-7.
points bet, of course, it has been win and move on, eliminated
You like 10-5?
if you didn't. But in this one, of course, we are now going to do points. You win in regulation, you get 3. You win, there's no extra ends. You'll go to a post-game draw. You win there, you get 2 points. Post-game loss on a draw, then you get 1, and you should lose it in regulation. You get nothing. It still, though, is to some of the players. Gail Skurlick saying in a recent interview, she still thinks that it's that elimination factor is still there because you almost have to win everything here to advance, right? When you only think of one team going through in each group.
Yeah, good point, Vic. Yeah, you tie 2 or 3, it doesn't do you any good.
No.
You're going to lose some points. But I think it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, the 3-2-1 system. And it's going to create another couple of layers of strategy late in the game.
Exactly, and no playoffs. It's just straight to the final. So every single game is a playoff game virtually, and you have to think like one loss is probably the most you can afford. But I do like it that it's not one loss and go home.
Yeah,
Early in the year, the teams get some more reps on arena ice, especially with the new rocks.
Curl.
Now, where it may come into a factor is later in. Should, let's just say one of the teams, let's assume Holman drops a game and she falls back. And now you're one of those teams who's trying to catch her and move by her. And if you happen to be that team that beat her, you know, those points are going to be a little different. You're going to maybe look for that single point because you've got that head-to-head advantage.
Yeah, exactly. And whereas Holman with a loss would have to a tie in their next game wouldn't do her any good. So it changes the strategy completely. I love it. It's kind of nice too, Joe. You know yourself. You know, you go to a Scotties and you lose 2 or 3 real close games, maybe a couple of an extra end. In this case, if you lose an extra end, you still get a reward of a single point.
Line each. T-line. Well, line's good. Back 4. Line's good. No. Whoa.
T-line to back 4.
Well, never touch.
Everything's been wide. The initial come around was perfect for Team Dunstone, and everything's been this wide in this end.
And going deep again, so 2 of them behind the tee line with last rock here in this first.
The double's there.
Can't go across the top of this one, so.
Yeah. It looks thick up there, but they're close
Forced error
together.
there. To your point,
Even if you just
those
bump this,
brushers,
like,
you can't be
don't forget
deep.
the
They were
top,
deep.
so. Good peel.
In.
Looking for like 3/4, yeah.
Okay.
Like the in's a little more predictable.
Should pretty much go where you throw it, at least on mine.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yep. Whoa. Curl.
Whoa, curl.
Another one wide.
All right, Jay. Okay, it's fine.
10-5.
You don't expect to see the hit weights run poker straight in arenas. Usually you'll see a little bit of curl at the end, especially in the first end as that pebble's getting worn down. But both teams have been fooled this whole end. No one's used sweeping to try to keep it straight.
Colton Lott has replayed third stones here in the first.
Yep. Never off.
Soft speed here.
One each. Gotta go.
E.J. Harnden.
Hard. Okay, good. Good sweep.
And what he does best, just to hold that stone where it is.
I didn't do a thing. No.
Yep. Okay with the
Now, we mentioned Rachel is here and has the binoculars, and I suspect they'll do a lot of up-close viewing of the stones just to get an idea of what the stones are doing on each sheet.
Yeah, and Rachel, having played with her for 8 years, she's someone that does her homework. She is watching the sheets just to try to see what the ice is doing, and then more importantly, get a good idea what those rocks are going to do.
And she'll play on the tonight. She'll go up against Beth Peterson of Winnipeg in her opener.
Every game's crucial. Such a short round robin. You got to be careful early.
Easy. Curl. Straight, straight. Whoa, whoa, hard. Don't make so.
They went plan B. They're trying to play the double. Once it was wide, they wanted to hit it and roll on top or at least buried. That ended up wider still. Both teams haven't quite figured this out yet.
Yeah. Just kind of fall back a little bit.
Yeah, it's interesting. The broom was on like the inside quarter of that rock. If you hit it where the broom was, you might be missing it almost too thin. So seeing a little bit of a fall, maybe depending on the type of release. If the release has any back motion, you might have to pay for it on this surface.
Ryland had a little bit of a speed wobble there, so he might have popped it out a bit. Where are they going to go here? You're going to try to roll way over or underneath?
My assumption would be to just roll away and get some space. If you roll under and end up nosing, you're going to leave a pretty easy double. Try to get under, though, there. And what does Kleiter do?
Absolutely one of the best hitters in our country, this guy.
Silver medal in the 23. Ryer losing to Gouger, and then last year, of course, to Brad Jacobs. And he is in Group B, and so they'll play their 4 games, 5 teams in each group. Sam Muybrook, one of the best under 25 teams in the country, Ryer last year. And then Mike McEwen, a winner of this event.
With the outturn again? Sure.
It may be the one pool. I would suggest to you that A is the deeper of the 2 pools. So this one may be a little bit more wide open. I mean, if you could bring a Dunstone, who's got to be the favorite. But you bring him back, and then it throws it wide open to everybody else.
Yeah, no kidding. And you only have to come second to one team, and you're out of this thing. So you got McEwen staring at Dunstone later on. Thin double here now. Didn't get the roll he wanted, but it's still a tough little shot. You can only hit about 1.5 inches of this thing.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Curl. Curl, curl. Curl! Whoa! Whoa! Straight! Whoa! Straight!
Got it and pushes it through, and very nice.
Perfect timing. It took them 8 tries to get out of that mess.
So Dunstone today, we didn't talk about Jordan McDonald out of Winnipeg, the Assiniboine. He and Muybrook are 2 of the top teams. They just hooked up in an under 25 next generation event. Muybrook was the winner. McDonald was the runner-up. You know, so many people are talking about a changing of the guard in men's play, particularly after this Olympic run. Those are 2 names, Muybrook and McDonald, you should remember for the future. We're just nicely underway. This is the PointsBet Invitational, and we are encountering it's a brand new season of champions, a busy season for all of us, and for you too. We'll be watching a lot of curling. From here, of course, we'll go to the pre-trials in Wolfville, and those winners there will fill out the field for the trials in Halifax. And all these teams trying to get their games in shape, so there are no questions left. Our feature game is Matt Dunstone against Ryland Kleiter, Fort Rouge, Winnipeg, Newtana, Saskatoon. And both these teams come out of the B pool on the men's side, 10 teams, 2 pools of 5, and it's only the winners of each pool that will go through to Sunday's final. blank in the first means that once again it is Dunstone that does have last rock, has the hammer, playing the red stones.
Yep.
So far, it looks to me, Joe, that there's a normal amount of curl, or maybe more with the draws, but any weight is tracking down the sheet pretty straight.
It'll just be for the teams to figure out what is the hit weight where you'll get a little bit of finish. Is it hack? Is it back line? Is it board? Because it looks like anything kind of that, lighter hit weight control and above just runs dead down the street.
You can go line too.
Now, you were mentioning earlier about, this team all being in the same city. Joshua Mattern, who is from the southwest Ontario area of Kitchener, he moved immediately to Saskatoon to be there and train full-time. No absentee curler for him. Now, we've talked about the stones, the new stones. And Kathy, why don't you give us a little background as we take a look, because there is a difference.
Well, there's a difference. You can see as you take a look at them. So the stone that is the flatter stone is the Olympic profile. At the end of last year, Greg Owasco sat down with Nolan Thiessen and David Murdoch and said, how do we better prepare our teams for the Olympics? And at the Olympics, every year there are a new set of stones, and the stones that they're going to be using are going to be of this profile. So Curling Canada went out and bought a set of stones. Greg Owasco spent 3 days here trying to match those stones up and texture them so they would run the same, but they look different and they are different. The cups underneath the stones are deeper. So let's take a look at the height first. You're used to a higher stone. These ones will be flatter. They're going to be wider. So optically, when you even flip the stone back to clean it, it's a little bit more cumbersome, something that you have to get used to. And underneath, the new stones have a deeper cup. And so when you look at it, the running surface is the same, it has to be, but the cup is deeper, and what that does is it allows those stones to run across the frost. The Olympics are in Cortina in the mountains. They expect frost. The Olympic stones will not be as nuanced by that frost. Right. And so Canada says now, let's use those same stones. If we get frost here, we're not going to see the same results we typically did. The biggest thing is that the players are using the tools they're going to have to play with at the pre-trials, the trials, and the winner at the Olympics.
Very nice shooting again by Team Kleiter. For me, it's the preparation. It's Curling Canada, Joe, saying, you know what, this is a stone that we're not going to leave unturned.
Exactly.
Right?
That's a good
we
one.
are going to do everything possible to prepare our teams for the Olympics.
Oh, yeah, and we noticed covering the Women's Worlds last year, Team Holman playing over in Korea, the profile was definitely different.
Was it ever?
And it didn't seem to bother them. Emma had acknowledged, yep, they look a little different than what we're used to, but it's fine. But that could definitely throw off other teams, other curlers. And especially with that, the deeper cup, when you as a curler see the frost coming in, you're trying to anticipate what the arena ice is going to do. It's a living, breathing thing. And so having your eyes see that, okay, the frost is here, but we're still the same speed, that's a hugely important experience going into the next part of the season.
And Kathy, in chatting with Matt Dunstone, said, what have you noticed? He says, well, there's a little bit more pop on these stones at the moment, right?
They definitely do. Greg describes it as the ping. With these stones, they bounce more. And so one of the things that Matt said is they weren't going to adjust the broom for the rocks until they figure out the rocks, but they are expecting that you're going to have to catch more of a stone to make the roll or to not roll out. But why not learn now instead of the team that arrives in Cortina in February?
Because isn't it something we've often talked about, Russ, that the stones can be too lively?
Oh, no question about it. But that's what they're going to get. That's what we're going to play with. I think it's a brilliant move by Curling Canada. It really is. They're trying to do everything they can to give their athletes a chance. The other funny part, Vic, is the new ones look so much bigger. You assume they're so much heavier, and they're not, because the old ones, most of the part that Curling Canada used were the blue Trevor rocks with the blue hone inserts. They're much denser, so the common greens that they're using now aren't as dense. Therefore, they can be bigger and not really be any heavier.
This end had a lot of rocks in play early, and then a run triple by Matt Hall has just completely changed the complexion here.
11. We're 11.
Yep, gotta go, man.
Hard.
Hard.
Really, boy.
Hard for a piece.
That happens so many times, Vic. I hate to admit it. You last end wide, wide, wide. Bring the weight down wide. Bring the ice in wide. And then you just finally decide to move it in a little too far. Maybe catch a spot down the center where it's a little bit fresh and make you look stupid.
Yeah, and sometimes what can happen too is the thrower, you're a little careful with your release because you've seen how straight everything is running, and then it's just a few too many changes.
Well, our first look at Brad Gushue, as he does play the reigning Canadian champion, Kellen McIsaac, out of Truro. Yesterday, he did not practice, Kathy. He woke up with back spasms, but he appears to be okay today.
Well, he does, but he's in some trouble. Cal McIsaac does lie shot stone buried, and so for Brad, he's looking for a run back. If he's able to stick the stone that he runs back, that is his, it's a chance for 2.
Hard, Jeff.
Hard Jeff Walker.
Hard.
And will run it through and by. And so it will be a steal of 1 for McIsaac.
Okay.
Young team.
This is really fast.
The under-20, the junior champions out of the Truro Curling Club. Was at the Brier last year as an alternate for the Nova Scotia champion, Owen Purcell.
We were calling hack. Yeah.
Now I wonder, again, you question everything now with these stones. Does he make that with the older stone, or is that a result of a new stone and maybe he got it started?
Yeah, they got on it early, and I heard somebody say a little light, and that makes a bigger difference with these type of rocks than the actual hitting the broom. Oh, how good's this? Close.
Right out. Go. Nice.
I mean, think of the cleanup that they have done on aisle B in the first 2 ends, this Kleiter team.
Oh, it's been crazy. Just abs like the 4 or 5 shot of the week shots here already in number 2. You know, sometimes these will spin, right, when they're sharp. As this stops, it'll hook back in.
Yeah, and some people wonder why was Dunstone sweeping that, trying to get it to come back. So just trying to warm up that pebble and have it hook into it.
Keep an eye on that, because the majority of the times the Blue Trevor rocks will actually spin back. All depends on what the ice makers have done with the sanding. Like they can spin them on the sandpaper to take away the inside edge and make them run dead straight. Then they can then sand them the way they normally do with a piece of glass, scratch them, and you can get up to 6 feet of curl. So even though these are new stones, a new type of granite on the outside, they can manipulate them any way they want.
Line. Back 14-3. Just make sure we leave a bit of space. Line. Wait. Go away. 10. Yeah. This is going to be 10. With that ice, I can be a 10. Yeah. Okay.
Ryan Kleiter making his first appearance at the Brier last year, went 3-5 as the Saskatchewan.
10-5.
In his 3rd appearance now at a points bet. Two previous
Whoa.
going 1-1 each time.
Curl.
4 times Saskatchewan junior champion.
Okay.
Wow.
10-2.
It had to be well thrown because they brushed it early.
Heavy?
10-2. 10-2.
Yeah. This early sweep is nuts out there. 10-2. Good, 10-2. Sorry about it. I was saying clean, and you just kept going and was pulling it out.
Yeah, Rylan just saying early sweep, so if the sweepers hit it out of the hand, it just straightens that line up.
Going to school. Matt Dunstone. Put another blank on the board. We're still looking for our first points on this opening day of the points bet. It's become a second home, really, when you think back to we were here in 15 for the Continental Cup, and then during the COVID bubble of 21, some of our crew were here for 3 months plus. There were 7 events held in this building during that COVID time. And here again for a points bet, and then we'll be here again come March 14 through 22 for the World Women's Curling Championship. Welcome back, opening day coverage, the PointsBet Invitational from the WinSport Event Center. Our featured game, Matt Dunstone from Winnipeg, Ryland Kleiter out of Saskatoon. And it's once again, Dunstone does have the last rock, has the hammer playing the red stone. And it was this man, Matt Hall, who made that move when he got a chance to play with him, made the move to Saskatoon, and he makes the move here as he cleans things up.
Sure does, Vic. Look at the speed out of Matt's hand, but watch how close this gets to the top guard. Just right through it, bang, raise, triple. How good's that?
Leading to another blank, the key shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
It was hard to tell how those runbacks are going to run early in the game. Nothing much up the middle. Such precision. They're going to need that again here from Matt.
It's close.
Almost overcooked. Roll. Good. Great shot.
Really good
You got a lot
spot.
of, that was only 9, hey?
Yeah, I threw that really
Yeah,
late.
Do you want easy peel?
That's what I thought, but he kicked out, and I thought maybe I was wrong.
That's why I overcooked.
Here are these teams discussing the numbers, 9 meaning hog to hog, to give them a really good reference on how hard the athlete's throwing the thing to get the berm in the right spot for the next shot.
Backy. All right, whoa! Easy, Roop. Whoa! Curl. Pass the curl. Backy. Curl.
BJ's just playing kind of a heavy draw here, trying to hit and roll off the yellow, unlock that back red.
Whoa.
Kathy?
Okay, good shot.
Yes, sir.
It does seem a little strange to me, and I may to a viewer as well. All other sports I'm trying to think of, there's a standard size. There's a size in basketball, baseball, a hockey puck, but there's nothing to say that a stone has to be the same size.
No, you're right. The rule book's very clear that the weight is what is important when it comes to a curling stone, but in terms of whether you have a short, fat one or a tall, thin one, you would just hope that they're matched.
No, watch what you're saying.
Back to you, Vic.
Sorry. But no, you're right. And so they do change. And I think that the biggest message beyond the fact that Curling Canada tried to replicate the Olympic stones is we talk about the Olympic profile. And just that little bit of difference wider and that little bit of difference shorter. When you're sweeping one of those stones, think about when you want to touch a guard to the center line. Well, you've got more of a rock now to touch the center line. Think about when you place 2 guards, one in front of each other, and taking on that double peel risk, you might take it more. The one on the right, that one that's the number 3, that's the new stone that we're going to see this week and at the pre-trials, the trials, the Scotties, the Brier. So there are some advantages. It's just about getting used to it. But no, you're right. They don't have to look the same, but they have to weigh the same.
Whoa. Clean sound. Clean. Yep. Hard.
Ryan on the brush for his brother, and they'll run it by. And sitting 1, 2, 3 at the moment with last rock. So then in fact, does it feel differently, do you think, Joe, rock to rock? Or is it all about the weight? Does the profile affect you?
I think just if it's sitting higher or lower to the ice, you might notice it as the thrower. But again, it's something that I think if you can adjust to it, if you're exposed to it, that will help the curlers.
Yeah, the feel should be close, shouldn't it? About 5, 6 years ago, Glenn, my brother, played in the Ontario play down. For whatever reason, they had very heavy stones, which makes you think weren't legal. But the heavier the stone, the farther it'll go, just simple inertia. And he was the only one that picked up on it because he was the only guy lifting the rock. Everybody else had the no-lift delivery. And he says fastest ice ever played on.
Whoa. Clean. Girl.
Clean up time here again for Team Kleiter.
Done by Josh. Very nice, buddy.
And Kathy has an update now as we check in on Kate Cameron against Kayla Skurlik.
And Kayla's got the opportunity for 2. She was able to draw into the lid on her first to lie 2. Kate tried the double, got rid of 1, left another stone there, but this is the shot stone that Kayla is chasing, needs to stick around if she wants a deuce.
Curl.
Kate Cameron from the St. Adolphe Curling Club.
Okay. Okay.
Just south of Winnipeg against Skurlik from here in the Garrison.
Just that one.
Another high side miss. It's getting to be a theme.
And there's again, this Skurlik has been on the road. A team that spent 3 weeks early training in at the curling center, the Saville Curling Center in August, and now getting to come home. This is their 5th event.
See like a 9?
Sure. Yeah, whatever you see, Ryan.
Well, it's
good.
a 9 to hold the shooter, I think.
Last one,
You can get it maybe with a little more, but
Yeah.
9 or a hair more.
8-5. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
you whipped that last
No.
one.
Okay.
You may think, oh, just make sure you make the double and get out of this if you're Team Kleiter, but they'd love to hold their shooter because if they happen to roll out, you know Matt Dunstone's going to come around that center line guard and try to generate a 2 late in this end.
8.
Oh, 8.
Clean.
Curl.
Clean. Girl.
Clean.
Girl.
Curl.
Clean. Yeah. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Wow.
Drag a little low. That's fine, Jay. Good throw. Sorry, boys.
10-5.
Got something set up here, does Dunstone. He can keep them spread out. Maybe even duck it behind the guard. Would you rather be separated, or would you like to get to the behind the guard?
Well, it really depends on the angle. Like last end, they forced Kleiter to or 2 ends ago to a very thin double. He made it. You don't want to give these teams a half rock double. So by rolling wide, you'll have to roll really wide, or there will be a double taken on here.
Yep. Hard.
Colton Lott as we drop in on Pedersen and Plett. Mila Plett from Edmonton and Beth Peterson from the Assiniboine Memorial Winnipeg.
And this is against 2. There is a rock at the back of the house that you weren't able to see clearly. Mila tried to go around the corner guard on her first, and it just did not curl and finish. And so Beth removed it and does lie the 2, and nose hit will be good enough for the single.
The 20-year-old is the reigning Canadian junior champion, 2-time Canadian champion. Plett will pick up a single.
Peel's a good peel here.
This is the half rock situation I mentioned. It's quite makeable. You feel safe in the hack, not aiming at a half an inch of granite. He's got to throw it awfully hard.
Whoa. Girl.
Okay.
I think so, eh?
Okay.
Hair roll.
Yeah, so just talking if they can, in fact, hit it on the nose and grab enough of the 12-foot.
Yeah. Keep some separation.
Might be okay now after
Nose
one
is
sweep.
fine.
Yeah, I agree.
10-5, try and roll it in a rock.
Okay.
Speed will be fine now. Yeah. Oh, we just played this. Yeah, sure.
On sheet C, we've been a little bit in the dark with no scoreboard, but Kathy will shed light on it.
Oh, Mr. Analogy. You've been waiting all summer for this. Jeez. Well, it's a great big chance for Brad Gushue. Callan McIsaac in trouble this end. Tried a big up weight double on his final, trying to connect with the stone in the 12-foot, roll it and get another one and roll behind the guard. Missed everything, went by the outside. And so any paint for Brad Gushue gives him 4.
Clean it. You're good. Plate's good.
Out of the Remax Center, the
Yeah,
St.
we're
John's
fine,
Curling
we're fine.
Club. And
It's just past it.
as Russ mentioned earlier, just played their first event last weekend in London at the Masters. They went 1-3. And they were out quickly.
Good wait. More on the Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Didn't want to run out of rings. Yeah.
Yeah. 10 will keep us high enough. It won't change with that.
Okay, so he wanted a stone roll. He rolls behind the guard. Is that a good play or not?
They won't be happy with that because it does leave Kleiter with a shot to get hit and roll under, basically too buried. It's not easy to make these rolls. We've seen difficulties with that precision hitting, but if Matt had, hit and stuck, stayed wide open, they pretty much had a simple 2 lined up.
Yes. Yeah, this could be a 3-point swing if this is ever made perfect. This has been really straight here. A lot of rocks down this outturn side and the 2 ends 1 and
10-5. Clean. 10-5. Yep.
Final stone for Ryland Kleiter, ranked number 6 on the Canadian points list.
Yep.
Has a chance here to take this end away, like right now. Right now. How do you like that? Kleiter will bury most of it.
Boy.
Real close.
Good. Yeah.
Those are so tough.
Do you leave him enough?
Oh, yeah.
Just another stone, huh, Joe?
Yeah, and if they would have rolled a little bit too far the other side, that would have even been better, just to give Dunstone something different to look at. This side of the sheet has been where all the draws have played, so Dunstone will have a good idea on how to dig this out. Just a couple inches more roll, and this is a really, really tough shot.
It's about the same broom you had, and we swept it to hit 2/3, half rock.
Looks good to me.
It looks good to me. Okay.
Feet should be good.
Dunstone beating Ross White of Scotland 6-4 in an extra end for his second Grand Slam win. Earlier in the season, though, off to a slow start. They did not qualify at an event in Cornwall.
Air heavy.
Well, Joe, you talked about it at the beginning about this front end. Matt Dunstone made some wonderful draws in that victory, but I'll tell you, these 2 brushers made those shots for him.
Just didn't roll far enough for Kleiter. Left it out. And Dunstone on the board with 2.
Oh, what a shot. Caitlin Laws, beautiful double.
Right now it is a stolen point, Alberta. Have you got it, ladies? Run it back. Have you got it? Yes, you do.
That was outstanding.
Caitlin Laws, number 4. Or Caitlin Laws, number 5. Christina Black is number 4 in our country. And they will be our featured match when we join you again. Make a note of the time, 8:30 Eastern time. That's 5:30 Pacific. That's 6:30 local, 7:30 Manitoba. Where can I go now? Atlantic Canada, that'd be 9:30. 10 o'clock in Newfoundland and Labrador. So we've got the country opening day of our coverage. The PointsBet Invitational. And Matt Dunstone gets on the board with 2. So for the first time in the game, Ryland Kleiter of the Nutana in Saskatoon does have last rock as the hammer playing the Yellow Stove. This is E.J. Harnden.
Yes! Pushing high. High! High!
Boy, it's going to be tough here, and will not sneak it by that corner. Moves it over, gives a little more exposure to that stone back 12.
Can either make that?
Pretty good air, because you wouldn't want to wreck thick and knock that yellow out of play, and then the rock was back, spilled into the ring, so it's another piece of shrapnel that Kleiter has to do something with. But it's still almost buried, isn't it?
Yeah, it seemed like it hit it harder than that. I thought that it would at least be 2/3, 3/4 open.
Yeah.
11.
Yep. Gotta go, man.
11, real light.
Yep, you still got it.
11.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Closing in on the wrong red here.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Another stick if you can. Okay. That's fine.
Trying to get that top one.
It just sounds like it was underthrown.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dead hit.
Looks like I'm still maybe
Well, that's not even close.
hanging on at the back.
Wait.
That's a wonderful example. You know, you will pick on Matt Hall, but there's not a chance. He was a foot narrow. He was trying to get the top one, right? And at the club curlers, when we teach these clinics, they get so mesmerized by hitting the broom that they don't throw the right weight. And Matt probably hit the broom or close to it. How far is he going to be off? An inch, inch and a half? He just underthrew it badly.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard. Right to it. Right to it. Hard. Hard roll, Cole. Good shot.
Came down.
Sure. Nose for now.
All right, Kathy, with an update. Kate Cameron from St. Adolphe against Kayla Skurlik of Calgary.
And Team Cameron had two set up across the house from each other much of the end. Kayla tried to hit and roll under a center guard on her final stone. She rolled, but it is still open, and that is what Kate is chasing for her two.
Green, it's okay. Good. I figured it would curl a little harder.
And there you see, managing the house, Brianne Harris. Of course, the four-time champion with Carrie Ainerson has now joined Cameron as her third. And Cameron now coming off a 4-4 record last year at the Scotties.
9-9.
Okay.
Let's roll it under this. I don't hate that. Okay. What's he do if we do this? He probably knows that's back.
Like what if you
I'm just thinking I'm thinking if we make this, he makes this double and rolls, right? Like if we do this.
He makes a double and roll behind.
Even if we do. Yeah, then we're going to have a double or an easy run double.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of the easiest way to group these.
And the other thing too is if we make that, I don't love it because then he makes a tap freeze.
100%.
Yeah.
10-5.
You mentioned it last year, Joanne, that you're up to a 5-rock roll, the no-tick roll down the center line. These ends get so complicated, so quick in the end now, not vice rock, skips rocks. It's early. You can run yourself out of time in a hurry.
And remember, it's 38 minutes of thinking time and 1 90-second timeout.
Clean. Easy. Clean. Yep. Wait. Yep. Go down. Clean. Whoa. Good weight. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. 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 Whoa. Oh, Jesus.
Okay,
that's fine.
That's found it interesting, Kathy, when we talked with Matt Dunstone before the game and asked him if, in fact, that was the best he has played in winning that Masters last week. And he said, no, he just happened to get the breaks. You know, a shot here, a miss there from somebody else. Really thought he played a lot better in his Brier finals when he didn't get the breaks when he needed them.
Well, I think if you talk to anybody that's won a Canadian or a World Championship, they'll tell you that they had to play well, but there were times when they needed to make a really big shot, and they did. And there was times that they thought they were in all kinds of trouble and got a break. And he felt very much that was what happened last weekend. They played well, but by no means did he feel that they had sort of careered with this team last weekend. Which is good, because in this year, that's not when you want to be at your best. You, on the other hand, Vic.
Yeah. It's tough to improve on perfection.
Oh.
10. Yep. Whoa.
Well, the double's very easy, but where's that top red going to go? It's going to be pretty close to the yellow.
I'm not throwing this very hard.
Yeah.
Josh Mattern. Oh, and he'll push it through and then roll it over.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were afraid to play the double and jam on their own, take out their own.
Shot rock still is that stone. Nibbling the top 4 belongs to Matt Dunstone.
Smart play. Just get rid of one red and then hope you leave yourself a double that won't jam.
For sure goes into it.
Yeah. Any downward pull, it's going to...
Any downward pull. Like, to me, it looks like half a rock.
Okay.
Does it just go right into it?
What's that?
Does it go into it?
It's going to make contact as long as we're high side. I don't know if it sticks or not, but...
Oh, it's not going to stick. It's
no.
for sure not going to stick.
You think it's going underneath?
I think it's kind of borderline going underneath. Like, I think it'll catch it. It's going to fly out.
Okay, you think it's always touching it? I think it does.
To hit it on that angle, like this might not even.
It looks like half a rock to me.
Okay.
You heard him say any downward pull, meaning if you hit it a little thick, this one will drag this way towards the hack because of the influence of the thrown stone. They all know if they get it thin enough, then the yellow goes over and kind of moves the red the way it is, and they will get the backside of that thing. But new rocks, I think they're a little unsure.
I feel like if you're not sure that this is going to go, play something else and group your reds and force Kleiter into the trickier shot.
And they are that. They're going after the yellow now. Just back of the tee line. 8 foot.
If you knew for sure that you'd get both yellows, absolutely play it. But I think this is a smart call.
Any drag at all that was missing.
Good way. Hair down. Yep. Whoa. Clean up.
Team Gushu coming off a 4 spot. And McIsaac out of Truro. Callan with facing 3, Kathy.
Well, he is, and it'll be interesting because these teams are training to go to Tarnby, Denmark to represent Canada at the World Juniors in February. And so they've got a long time to prepare. And for their coach, Craig Burgess, I think we'll be looking at Callan's tactics. Down 4, did not try to generate rocks out front, did not try to throw guards, just played hits and tried to double off Gushu's stones in the house, and that is why he faces 3.
Craig Burgess, a name from the past, of course. He won a silver medal with Sean Adams out of Nova Scotia. They lost to Randy Furby back in 2005.
Final, played Craig for years down east. Incredible delivery, real asset to that team.
And there's your draw against the 3 for a single. McIsaac trails at 4-2.
12.
Gotta be a little careful here. They're going to go after shot rock. If they roll to the left as we look, it could set up an easy double for Dunstone.
Hard! Hard! Gotta go! Hard! Hard! Really hard. Any roll, Matty. Okay, pretty good. What'd you got? 11-9. Good weight.
Well managed. Had to get pretty tight to that top 12.
There's not much room there, is there?
And you had to roll a bit, or you would have queued up that red-yellow situation again.
Let's try and chisel that right in front of it. Hit it a hair high with a 10-5.
Yeah.
Push it to there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if we get it under, I think it's really good. Yeah. Hair high.
I thought the other thing, Kathy, that Matt said to us,
is it smarter to throw this with 9-5?
and then we've all 3 of you have said the same thing. It's about gaining confidence, having your game down,
to throw it with 9-5.
solving all those little issues you may have.
Just to make sure.
But he says, even if we get to the trials and we have an issue, it's not going to complicate things. We'll have enough confidence to figure it out.
For sure. I mean, there's no team that goes through without bumps. You just saw briefly in the background Caleb, who's their coach on the bench, and Jeff Stoughton. So Jeff works with the men's teams. These Curling Canada high performance coaches will be spending a lot more time with the top teams this year to take away all of those little things so that whoever wins is going to be better prepared on all fronts.
And Caleb Flaxey does bring some experience, having been with Jacobs when he won a gold medal. Worked with him and Gushu more recently.
Whoa! Whoa! Yep!
A delicate shot here. Dunstone. And just failed to catch it, to angle it back.
Interesting call there. They could have easily threaded the needle there and sat the deuce, forcing Kleiter to make something. I just hoping to tick it over. It was kind of a...
Just missed.
Yeah. Tough ask, though, eh? I thought they could have sat 2 this late in the end and take their chances.
The only scary thing is playing that port is if you ever happen to rub, then you're in trouble.
For sure.
Yeah, the only other thing I see, Rye, is like tap it and roll. But that just seems tough.
Yeah, with that hole.
I like this call.
Okay. See you in 10-5.
Sure.
Right there.
Looks a little max to me.
Let's see it. Yeah, probably on this side too.
Could still be a little
fresher.
fresher.
Yeah, I'm okay with a pinch less, Matty. I'll give you a 10-5 to 11, though, I'm thinking. You good with that? Okay.
We haven't seen a lot of shots come inside out. So from the center line out towards the edge of the sheet, we saw EJ on his tap attempt, but out wider on the other side. That moved a lot on them. So I'll be curious to see how this runs. Just try to play a hit and roll under the red that's top 12.
Well, wait here. 10-5, 11. Okay.
Oh. 10-5.
Oh. Curl. Clean, clean.
Rylan Kleiter in his first.
Curl. Come on, Trev.
And roll it. And we'll show and get into that hole. So they are sitting 2 at the moment.
Close to even, eh?
With last rock as we play here in 4.
Yeah, they are.
I think that's good, right? 11.
Yeah. Sorry about us. That's all right. Got it.
Would he preferred there, Russ, not to roll as far?
Well, he wants to get them flat. He just about did. Yes, he wanted to roll buried, but he wants it rolled. They brushed it to try to get it as deep as they could. There is an angle here, but man, you got to throw this hard. The other option here for Team Dunstone, they could play the out-turn tap, roll buried, take their chances that way.
Well, it'll be interesting to see here how this, because it's almost flat, Joe, how these stones, because as we said before, the Curling Canada stones previous editions were really explosive.
I expect to see some heat here.
Okay, Kathy, as we watch Dunstone with his last, what a mess.
It didn't take long in the season, but what a mess is right. Beth Peterson was lying shot for much of the end in the forefoot, but was surrounded by Yellowstones, and eventually it went out. Beth is trying to play the double. This is about not getting shot, but reducing the scoring from 5 to much less.
From the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg. Oh, dear.
That
And
looks
now,
like 4.
3 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 2 around the edge of the forefoot. Beth Peterson was here in Calgary in the bubble of 21, went 7-5. What'd you think of Dunstone's shot?
Well, he threw it hard. I had a 5.8 second hit there, and anytime hog to hog under 6, that is firing. Just hit this a little thicker, but it was in the right spot.
They were pretty happy all the way down, so it didn't kick to Vic's point as lively as they thought it was going to.
Kicks it far enough that they are sitting the 1 at the moment.
12-5. 12. 12. Curl.
Final
Curl.
stone.
0.
Dunstone with a possible stealing point. Back edge of the button.
Plan B.
Whoa, whoa. Curl, 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 curl.
Little wick, little roll, and going to scoot by, and so that double results in a steal of 1, Dunstone. Meanwhile, they are measuring for a 4th point between Peterson and Klett. We'll tell you when we come back. A brand new season of champions gets underway here in Calgary at the Winsport Event Center, all part of Canada Olympic Park. The PointsBet Invitational. 10 teams, 10 men, 10 women, 2 groups of 5. The group winners will directly advance to Sunday's finals. Our featured game to get us going, Matt Dunstone out of the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg. Last year's runner-up at the Brier against Rylan Kleiter from the Nutana in Saskatoon. Went 3-5 last year at the Brier, and as we pick it up now in 5, it's Dunstone up 3-1, and Kleiter with last rock has the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in the 5th.
Tough finish for Kleiter there. That was their best end so far in this game, and just a little bit of an overthrow on that, chasing that out turn.
And my apology, I may have said 3-1 or 3-1. It's 3-0. Kleiter yet to score.
Yeah, they worked hard on their rock placement all end. A slight error from EJ. He crashed on a chase to the wing early in the end. They were able to maintain that potential 2 and just couldn't quite finish it off.
And that's, sorry, Russ, I was just going to say to Vic, that's what Ryland said had been the story in the DNQs for this team, that they would be good and then they would just let teams off the hook.
Yeah, everybody's so good now, too. You know, in the ice conditions, the rocks, you just can't let them off the hook.
Well, they were one of the Canadian teams that went to Italy, Trentino, for their very first event. And they made the semifinals there, but then they did not qualify in Edmonton or Okotoks or last week at the Masters.
It's one of those tricky things when you're trying to plan your season, especially as a team that's kind of just breaking through. Do you play a lot? Do you get, your momentum going, hopefully have some, peaking towards that November, or do you play a little less and make sure that you're practicing and training? And it's hard to learn what the perfect recipe is for each team.
Line's good. Top 8. Line's good. Top 12. Line's good. Line's good.
Interesting setup here for Team Dunstone. The normal procedure when you're 3 up is throw it on the button, throw one on the center line in front of it, throw another one in the center line in front of it. They've chosen to kind of, as we say, choke off the corner guards that Kleiter set up.
14-9.
And we left you with that measure, and it turns out to be a steal of 3 for the Canadian junior champion Mila Plett to take a 4-2 lead over Beth Peterson.
I love these choking off the 2 corners. I also like the 3 down the middle and forcing the team with hammer to chase for a while, but I think in the case of Dunstone, they hit so well with Colton, for instance. There's a little short run back here on the left-hand side of her screen. He's probably making that, so it's a pretty good call.
Yeah, my only issue with that choke call, so when you kind of play a draw, you want to block the draw but leave your rock open in the top 8 or top 12 foot. If you're ever a little deep, the opposition can freeze to it a little bit light, and all of a sudden it's a guard. So the second has to be very precise with this shot.
Even a slight over curl, now you can't raise it.
Exactly.
Easy hack. Sure. Okay, just hack here.
Back.
Clean.
Just through.
Yep.
Just through.
Whoa. Close. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Curl. Watch the red. Watch the red.
And they'll push it back.
Yep. It's good, Matt.
And just back 12. 4-2, Gushu leads, Kathy.
Well, Callan did have an opportunity. There was a center guard covering that yellow stone, but it was very long. Was trying to play a soft weight to come down to the face of it and tap it back to lie 2, but about halfway down the ice, he turned around and was very frustrated. So got it going a little bit, and it crashed the guard. So this all of a sudden now is a chance for 2 for Gushu. He needs full 12.
As mentioned, did not practice yesterday in the opening practice round. Woke up with back spasms.
Hard, guys.
And that might lead to some spasms if it comes up light. Did they get it there?
I think so.
Don't know.
Wow. So,
actually, I think there was a nibbler at the back, right?
Yeah.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, so I think they got it there, but maybe not far enough.
Is that light? I think if it stays out, you're probably top 8 with the sweeping. I think sort of like my second one, I just threw it a little soft and the weight got killed.
Interesting. So it's just getting used to these stones, Joe.
Yeah, and even it might just sound like he got into the inside line a little early on it, and as a sweeper, that's a bit of a disaster when you already think it's a bit light out of the hand.
11-5. Whoa.
Easy.
Clean. 11-5. Yep. Whoa. Girl. Clean. Yep. Whoa. You're gonna catch it.
Oh, well done.
What a great shot to catch that red.
Yeah.
It's at 2 and 3 now.
Rolled under.
Their shot.
Or 1 and 3 rather.
Yeah, I think it's us.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We're shot. Are we just trying to make some sort of roll into here? I think so.
Okay.
It's a pretty steep roll to get on theirs.
Yeah.
Kind of need to be sure who's shot here.
We're shot. Like, are we just making this, Colt?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we can't really get under it, eh?
No.
Okay.
We just making that with like 11-5?
This team's done a wonderful job the last couple of years of throwing a lot of soft weight at these. Like 11-5 is like a board weight kind of thing, and they
10-5?
11-5.
with the Brush brothers, they can do magic.
Yeah, Colton Lott, he's a fantastic hitter, really, really strong, very accurate, but it's that touch, the finesse game, and his mixed doubles experience, I think, has just really developed him into a well-rounded player. Those chase shots are played all game long in mixed doubles.
A little heavy. Clean. Yep. Wait. Yep. A little heavy. Whoa. Whoa. A little heavy. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. 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 Yep.
Maybe gear up and roll a little back, and they'll sit there for shot rock.
One's going to turn 18 now next month.
And Guju just gets the single, that biter at the back. You pointed out that was the second point. So settling for a single on a draw that comes up light.
Yeah, just probably threw it to the brushers, just soft enough that 3 feet lighter than he wanted. It curls into a new path and makes you look bad.
I think it's
Look at that alignment there. Red is going right back.
I don't think this does as much, so.
You guys like this?
Yep.
I think that yellow's kind of done, to be honest.
Yep.
Matt's was like high 14s with the sweep.
So good speed.
Yeah, down
so
3.
mid-14s is medium
Tempted to try to get that yellow in the back 8 on the scoreboard, but just the angles are not good for Team Kleiter, so they're going to abandon that and just try to sit shot here.
I guess if they tick on the one that was just thrown by Colton, they can rearrange them, but that's not the call.
This is tough, coming around a rock in the top 8 foot. You need
Line's
perfect
good.
weight.
Josh Mattern, third stones here in the 5th.
Good. Yep, Ben. Yep.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Not heavy.
Hard everything now, hard.
And go they do. Matt Hall, Trevor Johnson, and they're going to be light. Wow.
Okay. Okay. It's usable.
Yeah.
Careful about what? No. What if we peel that? Just trying the same shot? Like, it's going to be hard for him to, like, he'd have to get to here, right?
Do we ever play this?
It's coming around.
Okay. So then we're
I think it's
playing.
probably the draw.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think
15-5
beat them
on
in
that.
there. There's, if you chip that back one out, Kleiter's going around the one that was just thrown light. So you might as well get there first. Maybe top 4, Joe.
Like kind of biting forefoot, like half
Okay. You cannot be to this back yellow. You have to be to ours.
Update, Kate Cameron and Kayla Skurlik. You couldn't wait for me?
No, I couldn't. I waited and waited. The shot's going to be over. Both of Kayla's stones are the yellow stones, and they're both too deep. She came around on her first and was deep. Kate put her stone right on top to be shot, and this deeper stone was Kayla's second attempt at a draw. And so that means a chance for a skip's deuce, looking for the 4-foot.
So 65% on her draw so far in the game, Kate Cameron.
Line's great. We're right to it. We need it. Yep, we got it. Good guys, good weight. 14-1. How'd it go?
That'll help her draw numbers.
Thanks, Rocky. Thanks.
And the numbers on the scoreboard, too.
Thanks. Good info, guys.
Where, guys?
Same thing here. You can't be deep. Even if it's top 12 wide open, it's usable.
Hard line! Hard line!
Dunstone on his first.
Hard! Gotta bounce it.
Boy, this is a big carry here. Wrapped it around.
Keep going.
And they're going to crash up in front. So great opportunity if you can suck something behind there.
That's 2 in a row light there.
Way light.
Harnden brothers picked that up right out of the hand, though.
71.
Is that a path, do you think, Russ?
Not sure. Hear what they say here. Chances are it's slower down the center. It's still pretty early, but fifth end with all the brushing and rocks going up and down, you think it would be close to up to speed.
Usually when you see the sweepers on it out of the hand, they feel like it's a bit light.
Just light. Yeah, there you go.
Full four here. Okay. Normal speed.
Out of nowhere. Real good chance here.
14.5, 14.5, 14.8. Yeah.
Now you're going out almost draw the button path. This should be keener. Still. Don't want to over adjust here.
Get to a spot where he's deep enough.
Just his second draw of the game. He crashed on his first.
Line's fine. Line's good.
Great opportunity now for Rylan Kleiter.
Line's good.
Wrap something around.
Back 4.
It's there for sure.
Oh.
Yikes.
Room for 2 at least. I think it is anyway, but.
Yep.
And it will dig in for Shot Rock, sitting back edge of the 4.
Is that Matt 14-0?
13-9 now.
Carton bit at the last second trying to get maximum curl.
Okay, that's a line.
Yep.
You heard Matt say room for 2. What he meant by that was they just didn't want to leave that back button, leaving Dunstone a freeze to sit shot and no space to score.
Even if we're half open. Yep.
How does that broom look?
Back button, guys.
Where was his broom?
All right, like back to Peterson against Plett after we saw Plett steal 3.
Well, a chance for Beth to get 3 right back. When Mila sat in the hack on her first, she was facing 2 completely buried, tried to make a play at it, but rolled in the open. Beth hit and removed it, and Mila tried to roll on her last one, did not roll. And so it is an open shot for Beth Peterson, a chance for 3.
Right to it, Cat. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it, Cat. Right to it. Good. 10-5. 3.
They are. Get them 3. Give them 3, get 3. They go to the break.
Line's good. Line's good.
Final stone,
Yep.
Matt Dunstone. Great opportunity here to maybe even take this end away.
Lots of speed here.
Never off curl. We got a lot of weight.
We got to keep going.
Come on, EJ.
Trying to help this over, EJ Harnden. And will push it back.
Boy, they didn't guess right on that one. 2 feet too heavy, which isn't a lot, but in this case it hurts. Can you get to the inside there and tap it?
I think so.
Yeah.
At least a third exposed from the hack.
Like, if the weight's good, we want to be carving it like a bit earlier.
I think you got a lot. You just got to get just a hair across nose. With the right weight, you should have enough room there. Just through here.
Just a couple more feet.
Just through your said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
These are so tricky. Like the shot for one's a gimme, but anything past back line, he probably doesn't come up enough and could jam it.
Just through.
Final stone.
Clean.
Just through. Back line.
Right now it is Dunstone sitting the
Back
shot
12.
rock.
Back
Can
12.
they get across the face of this and just tap it back for a possible 2?
Back 12.
Johnson and Mattern.
Hard! Right to it.
Can you get across the nose and just push it back? Push it back. Oh, and they did. Beautiful shot for 2. Rylan Kleiter. Great way to end the first half. Dunstone leads at 3-2.
The 2025 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, locally owned, genuinely Canadian. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue.
Well, That's the way you want to go to the break. Ryland Kleiter with a lovely, quiet shot, tap back to get on the board with 2. Let's check the numbers after 5.
And Ryland wouldn't be happy with that 4th end. They played a good end, but just couldn't quite finish it off, being wide on that tap, giving up the steal, but they were able to get it right back after a heavy draw from Matt Dunstone. Ryland with a really nice tap for that too, and you can see though Matt Dunstone does have a significant edge over Ryland at the half here.
Numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. 3-2, Dunstone leads. And Matt Dunstone from the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg will have last rock when we come back.
Brad Gushue surprised many at the 2005 curling trials on his way to becoming an Olympic champion. Not to be outdone, Brad Jacobs won the 2013 trials and also won gold at the Olympic Games. So it was a heavyweight final when the two met at the 2021 trials in Saskatoon. Just like their round-robin matchup, this was a close game. Gushue scored an important deuce in 9, leading by 2, but without the hammer coming home. In the 10th, Jacobs was left with a tricky shot to force an extra.
How's the curl a mile?
How's the curl a mile? Here's Harvard. Can you help this over? Stay with it. Watch the roll. Look out. Oh, and the roll too far. Brad Gushue will go to Beijing.
Gushue, Mark Nichols, Brett Gallant, and Jeff Walker, your 2021 Curling Trials champions.
And they would go on to win the bronze medal at the Olympics. And here is the road to Cortina. Will be in Wolfville, Nova Scotia, and will fill out the field. One team from both sides, men and women, will advance to the Montana's Canadian Curling Trials. Big week of curling, November 22 to 30. And then the winners will put on the maple leaf. It'll be in Cortina, up in the mountains. We were there for the 2010 World Championship. And we'll have the mixed doubles there, of course, and the team game.
You're good. You're good. Good job, Trev. Attaboy.
Welcome back. Opening day. PointsBet Invitational from Calgary, the Win Sport Events Center. And Matt Dunstone out of the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg will have last rock, does have last rock, playing the Redstones and up 3-2.
Same line.
A wonderful bounce back for Team Kleiter. Disappointing overthrow in the steal and to go up 3-0 and gets it right back with 2.
Clean up.
Right to it.
Curl and go. Curl and go. Curl,
Yeah, Matt won't be happy with how the 5th ended. He had a chance to play a freeze and get that force locked up just a little bit heavy. And when you do that with the sweepers that he has, you say, oh, he was just 2 feet heavy. Well, actually, he was like 6 or 7 feet heavy, at least, knowing how much those sweepers can drag it. Sometimes you have a little bit of a surprise on your first. He missed light on his first, so just a bit of an over-adjustment.
You're up there,
Line's
Trev.
good.
Yeah, that was a big ad.
Little bounce.
Plan B already here. They wanted to freeze top 12 here. The 2 great freezes already by both teams. This isn't even close to top 12.
Line only, Ryan.
Oh, you're good. Got a little more than I thought. 13-7.
Set.
Wow. Finally settles back edge of the 8.
Really nice curl at the end there. I mean, this is almost fully undercover with that rock top 4.
Matt Hall going deep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl. 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 Good.
Great situation for Dunstone. The top red with enough speed. This team can throw it that hard. It goes. The back one should jam and stay in the rings on the back. Mistake by Hall. There's a big difference between 3 feet heavy and 3 feet light early in a game when you're playing this type of caliber.
Got a 2
Line's
here.
good. 2.
1.5.
Can maybe go a little bit. Line's Keep it out there.
Halfway.
Okay.
Halfway.
I think you're easy now. Just across the
No.
center line. Whoa, whoa.
Not.
I think it's on its own.
Right by your broom.
Okay, you can let it sit. Sit. Okay, good.
I always ask you, Russ, there comes a point in time when Kleiter has to make the decision that it's not setting up well for him. And rather than maybe putting up the center guard again, he decides to blow it up in the house.
Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, that's what he will do probably. But unfortunately, I think that shot rock goes right back onto his own, and he doesn't get it out. So if he's going to bail, he needs to bail earlier.
Yeah, there really isn't an option to bail at this point for Kleiter, which is the problem.
Guarding and then blast.
Just try to hold your shooter over here for now.
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Boy,
like firm peel.
That's
If you hit
dangerous.
half a
That
rock,
is seriously dangerous.
you hit half rock and lose it, that's fine.
If the top red doesn't go, because he's worried about holding his shooter,
Let's go half. Make sure that this one goes.
that surprises me. I don't think the back one goes, and then you know, there's a chance to have 3 red in play. Interesting.
Yep.
Josh Mattern. Johnson on the brush.
Well, it dragged enough to get out.
Well, he got enough. Didn't hold that stone on the edge of the 12 as he hoped.
Good throw, bud. Sit out.
Great shot.
Great play. And again, it didn't spin. The red going to the corner. Hit it so thick, the back red stayed to the left side instead of dragging. If you'd hit it much thinner to get the top one out, it would have dragged.
It's the first time, though, I think, Kathy, we saw some of that action, that pop on the stones.
You wonder if they have to wear in just a little bit to have that start to happen, but that's the kind of movement I think that we were expecting.
That was coming pretty hard.
Yep. 11-ish. Okay, just nose. Shot.
There you go.
Dunstone won't be too unhappy with the situation. It's just a couple blanks helps him more than Kleiter.
This is part of the game when you see the teams really start to care about having the hammer on the even ends, though. He would have been extremely happy with a 2, but didn't want to get into a forced situation if he could avoid it. So I'd be expecting Dunstone to probably look for that blank next end as well now.
Right.
10-2. 10-5.
Colton Lott. As it looks like we're heading towards a blank here in this 6th.
Got the hack in a hurry, ready to play for skipper and save a wee bit of time if they need it.
4-3, Team Cameron, Kate Cameron against Kayla Skurlik. Skurlik out of the Garrison right here in Calgary with Lasrock.
Well, she made a good one on her first, went around a guard and was buried. So Kate tried to run her own stone back, just tipped the guard, and that allowed Kayla to split the house. And with a rollout, it's a chance for 2, looking for paint.
Skurlik coming off a 7-4 record at last year's Scotties. Lost the 3-4 page playoff to Christina Black of Nova Scotia. But so far it's been a struggle this year for her. Picks up 2 there, though, to take the lead.
Okay.
I'll just turn to the button. A little slower here. Okay, think, like, can I give you what I gave you last time? That was 13-9. So, yeah, it's like 14-2. Okay.
They're just playing to the middle, are they?
Yeah, it's a great idea because you might try to get partly around one of those side ones, but it's so difficult. It's still going to be exposed by more than half a rock, which Kleiter can deal with. So might as well get a feel for that pin. Yikes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To the other side of WinSport now, and Corinne Brown against Selena Sturmey.
And Sturmey starting to settle in. Corinne Brown has had a lot of pressure on her and capped off her shot stone on her first, but Selena able to tap it back and be shot, and then Corinne not able to make the shot back, and so draw for 2, needs a bite of the forefoot. Just had a bit of a slow start, mostly with draw weight, but is finding her way now.
Third event of the season for Selena Sturmey, ranked number 9 out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton.
Yellow. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I think line's okay.
Unforced.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Room. Close. Line's good. Got to curl a bit, maybe. Trev. Trev, whenever you can, get it moving.
Just go ahead. It's not too...
Go ahead, Trev. Hard. Hard,
Hard,
Trev.
Trev.
Hard.
All the way,
Hard.
Trev,
Go,
all
go,
the way,
go,
all the
go,
way.
go.
Okay. Hey, good try.
Okay.
Wonderful guess on the speed here. They just didn't get quite the curl.
That's the first rock we've seen with draw weight to that side of the sheet. It ran beautifully. A little bit less ice, it would have been perfect.
I wonder if it would have been a little easier to tap the yellow one. Just tap it up an inch. At least have to make a double. There's just no real estate there.
I don't see this doing a whole lot for me here. Whoa. Clean.
Final stone at Dunstone.
Clean. Just clean. Go, Matty.
And away it goes.
So.
And just confirming, they'll get Kleiter over. Yeah, he agrees. It's out. Blank on the board. 3-2 Dunstone. Ryland Kleiter finds himself trailing against Matt Dunstone on this opening day of the PointsBet Invitational. But here was Ryland at the Slam this past weekend. And does this look familiar? Of course, it was Nicholas Edin that pulled this off at the Ottawa Worlds. And much the same here, Kathy.
Well, and what it tells you is that this team is not just throwing them up and down, that they're students of the game and are watching the creative minds. And what a brilliant shot he makes. And you needed that rotation to get the finish. Practices all kinds of things at home and makes them when it counts.
Kleiter and his team from the Nutana in Saskatoon. Trailing 3-2, and once again it is Matt Dunstone with last rock. Has the hammer, playing the Redstones here in center.
Clean, yep. Clean, yep.
Just go down.
Clean, yes. Clean up, yes. Yep. Right to it. Gotta go. Hard. Roll it, Colt.
Very nice brush.
Super shot.
12-5 on the nose.
You're not often going after a rock that's almost buried back 12, and to get that weight right is so important.
Okay. Good play the draw again. Yeah. Okay.
What do we got here? Plett, the junior champion, with a chance for what, 4?
There is a chance for 4. Beth Peterson rolled out on her final stone. They took a long look at this. Mila has to navigate a port. They talked about the weight and elected to throw up weight to try to pick it.
Oh.
Just grazes that guard, steal of 1.
Here.
Line's good.
T-line.
Line's good. Line's good.
So Beth Peterson
Line's good.
extending her lead there.
Line only. Backboard.
Yep.
T. Backboard. It's all there.
Gotta stop.
Where 2? Still playing the chase, are you? Where 2?
Geez, Matt can't buy one. He's a hair light on a couple of hits early in the game, and I think it's translated to the being a little aggressive with draw weight.
Yeah, when you're trying to come around a rock that's in the top 4 foot, as the thrower, you actually have to be pretty close on your weight. You can't use that sweeping window as much, because if the sweepers have to kill it the whole way, you're not going to get the finish. Just a few feet too much there.
Yep. Yep.
Gotta go.
Good.
EJ Harden and rips that guard and drives it by. Dunstone with last rock, sitting 2 at the moment.
Yeah. Sure. I'll make this one too. 10.
You guys like this? Isn't this auto blank?
I don't really, but I don't know what else to do.
Guard even?
Guard, he just keeps ripping.
Yeah. I like this.
Do you hate a guard?
Like, this is just a blank. We're dead doing this.
Do you hate a guard? How hard do you guys want to go?
Well, we cannot blank this.
Gushue leads at 5-2. The difference really that 4 he popped in the third. And it is Callum McIsaac out of Truro with last rock.
And if you've noticed, every time you've come to updates, there are no rocks out front ever, and trailing, that continues to be the tactics of this Nova Scotia foursome. This is an open hit, but it is against 3.
Clean.
All right, explain yourself, Lucy. Why do you say that's a tactic? They don't play a lot of guards?
Well, that seems to be the play. He's not throwing a lot of stuff out front. I know you can give up 3 to Gushue, but if you're trailing, the only way you're going to score multiple points is getting some guards in play.
Okay, thank you.
I bet her name is Kathy.
Not Lucy. Or her even works.
I thought whoever doesn't rip and plays something, then we always have the chance to sink.
Yeah. No, I can't.
Good discussion here on our feature sheet. Team
why he
Kleiter.
said we're dead if
Ryland
we-
was going to call the double here and probably head towards a blank, but with the scoreboard the way it is, they're down 1 without in the 7th, and if they allow a blank, they're in a really tough position to ever end up winning this game. So they've decided this is kind of their all-in moment. They're going to throw that guard and try to put some pressure on Team Dunstone.
Dunstone's got everything he wants here. Without any guards, he can still keep the blank open, which he wouldn't be too upset.
Line's
And
good.
he's sitting 2 at the moment with hammer.
Line's good.
Halfway.
Line's good.
Just 2.5.
Running a little bit
Just
here.
lower than the logos.
Okay, you can let it work.
Even with the
You
logos.
can curl it up a bit then. Hard, Josh. Right to splitting center, buddy. Yep. Good.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing, though, for Kleiter is they're not guarding a good situation.
No, not at all. They're just prolonging it, really.
Yeah. If you wait a few more shots, though, then it puts some pressure on Dunstone to make that double.
Yes.
If they happen to miss, then you get your force.
Curl a bit.
Don't want to give them too many
You're okay,
shots
you're
at
okay.
it.
You're good. Throw.
One more. Yeah.
One more, they decide.
Okay.
Playing third stones.
Some teams that would ignore this if you're Dunstone with
Line's
hammer and
good.
go around, but I don't think Matt will. Not yet.
Line's good. 2.5. Bit of room. Line will be good.
Might it depend on where it ends up, this guard?
Yeah, true. I guess if it's really long, then you can get at something in the middle. But Dunstone's got everything he wants here. 1 up with no reason for him to gamble.
Good. Okay. Good, Jay. Good.
No, it's this, isn't it? I think so.
Yeah. Is 12-5 enough, though?
12-5, yeah. You got to hit it a little thinner than on the center line. You're probably not going to kill this.
That's what I'm wondering about.
11.5.
What?
Like, it's got to be closer to probably like a 12, right? Like a solid hack.
The other thing this late in the game,
We like that
Joe,
over
is,
straight peel?
Kleiter
I
wants
like
to
it.
keep that tie available, right, with
Even if
the
you
new
just take
point
it here.
system. If they can get themselves into an extra end, which is only a draw to the button, anything can happen. Your odds are 50-50 then.
Yeah, these games are a lot less out of reach than classic curling, where you actually have to play that extra end.
Absolutely.
Wait,
Try to roll this
whoa,
in, and it'd be tricky.
whoa. Clean.
This is
Curl.
a mixed double
Curl,
shot here
clean.
for sure.
Curl. Clean. Clean up. Whoa.
Well, and he's a good one at it. He's a 2-time
Curl.
Canadian mixed doubles champion with his wife, Kadriana.
Hard, Pete.
Oh, spun in.
And he's sitting the
hit
1
he just threw
and
him
2,
off
it
the
appears. That's Stone at the back 8 foot at
Also
around
make
7
this,
o'clock.
Can you hit the
his
one
second
he just
shot.
threw and rolled to the middle?
So Russ was just talking about the points. You win in regulation, you get 3 points. If the game should be tied and you go to a draw to the button to determine it, instead of an extra end, winner gets 2, loser gets 1. And of course, if you lose in regulation, you get
I think that's best result.
But you know, how many times have we talked about, you know, you're 1 down coming home, let's say, and you're Kleiter. You really try hard to get your 2, knowing that if you go to an extra end without hammer against a guy like this, your odds are, I don't know, 15%, something like that. So in this case, if Kleiter can ever wrestle it back and tie it up, it's 50-50 on that draw of the button.
Yeah, down 1 without is 9% for men. That's your chances to win. 9. But you're right, it's 50% if you can draw.
Okay.
Now it's going to be a hitting contest now.
I think you're trying to roll this low all the way to here.
Hey.
You see an out turn 10-5?
What's that?
Out turn 10-5?
Yeah. Does that make it hard?
Trying to hit right here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to hit half to a hair less than half to do that.
Yeah.
Coming across the face of a rock, which is an out here for a lot, it's not going to kick very far when it makes contact. It's not. If you hit the inside of this centerline side with the in-turn, it'll spin and roll a lot farther. So they have to get this pretty thin to get any roll.
Clean. Yep. Gotta go. Hard. Really gotta go. Good weight. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yep. Yes.
And too thin. And across the top and out.
Just curled a little more than they expected it to.
Yes.
The hog line, no one was going crazy. He's trying so hard for that perfect roll and just misses it.
It would have been easier to make that with the other turn, but I don't think they know it.
Almost made the double.
Yeah, I think that's what they were thinking at the last second.
Sure.
It's okay. He's got to.
I don't think it should do too much here.
No, me neither. That looks good.
Normal up.
Okay.
Normal up.
Can you make the double here?
Yeah, for sure. 2 ways to make it. One's dangerous. Across the top of the back one would be the safest way, but you're going to lose your shooter, which I don't think they're too worried about. You could also hit it back and hit the left side of the back one as we look at it, but it might carry him back onto that yellow. I didn't hear the call.
And while Riley and Kleiter throws, let's jump in on the game between Brown and Sturming.
Well, it's hard to tell if that backstone is biting. If it is, it's a chance for the double to score 2. Corinne faced 3 on her first and made a double, but Selena removed that stone. So there's your double, and now we'll look.
No, it's not.
And just missing the run back double was Kleiter as he put it right through the hole.
Good sweep. So I changed the weight call midway through my slide.
Yeah, it's right on the nose.
Yeah, to his credit, he had to hit the back one super thin, or it would the raised rock would redirect on the yellow and stay in the paint anyways.
I think that's good for nose.
Okay. You like that with 9-5?
Yeah, what are we playing?
Right on the nose.
Okay.
Or were you thinking throw this hard?
No.
Okay.
I just want to know what we're playing. I like that.
Yeah, 9-5 right on the snow. Okay.
Pretty good weight.
Yep.
Good weight.
Yep. Whoa. Hard. Yep. Hard.
Yes.
Hard.
Ryan Harden. Oh. just missed it, clipping it on the way by.
It's easy. Hindsight's pretty easy, but I thought he'd throw that a little harder. Good try, and didn't miss by much. If he hit, with some speed, hit a lot of that back when it would still spill.
A little extra curl on these hits late in the game here. 7th end, just getting a bit more finish on those easy weight type shots.
Seeing like edge. Sure. I feel like that should be good enough. Yep. Block it on our yellow back there. Block it on the yellow back there.
Veteran call here.
Red in the nose?
Red shot rock. Red has hammer. Everybody, so many teams that want to hit that red one sit 2, but that gives Dunstone, one of the best hitters in the world, to double for 2. So they're going to come around here, freeze to their own. A, it's buried. B, it's frozen. Try to take the 2-ender away. You can't really hit the red one, Vic, and roll anywhere without giving up a double. Really good call.
Final stone of the end for Ryland Kleiter.
Felt a bit.
Weight's good.
Man, line's good.
Probably T right now. Gonna have to go a bit.
Line's good. Back 4. Sweep for back 4. Line's good.
Weight's good.
Close. Room.
Johnson.
Line's good.
And now Mattern joins him.
Curl, curl. To my broom. Yeah. To my broom. Yep.
Nothing to say.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, it is a mess. Yes, I am. That Yellowstone was just placed there by Kayla Skurlik on her final. A long end, timeouts by both teams. Kate's trying to play the run back just on the broom side, pick that Yellowstone out, and then look at the Reds.
Shot rock at the moment, though, does belong to Kayla Skurlik. Cameron. Here we go. Run it back. What do we got? Bang. And make some noise. And look at that.
Very nice.
Gets 1 for sure. And now they'll take a look. Could it be 2?
1 for sure.
Oh, yeah. It could be
And then-
3.
Bundle, yeah.
Okay, 2
Even the
for sure.
front Reds get a chance.
4.
Push them away, Brianne. No, I'm just trying to make sure we get.
Yes, but you push them this way, right?
Yeah.
Well, she hasn't been around for a while, so she may have forgotten.
Hasn't played
Here we
through.
go, getting ready for the last shot. We'll count them up there when we get back. Dunstone with his last coming up, leading 3-2.
No choice here. You can't get at that. Nice spot for Kleiter.
Line's good. Line's never an issue.
Shot rock just
Get
off
the
center
back,
line,
you
back
get
4.
It's all you guys. Where is it? You wait, Matty. Good throw, Matt. You wait. Go. Close, man.
Very nice, right to the pinhole for a single. Kleiter does his job. Keeps it close. Opening day. PointsBet Invitational. And after all that, all those rocks in play over on sheet A. Wow. Great. Kate, 5. A high 5. The Winsport Event Center, all part of Canada Olympic Park. Olympics, of course, were here in 88. Curling was a demonstration sport that year. Over at the Max Bell Arena, just outside of downtown. 4-2, Dunstone leads Ryland Kleiter, and Kleiter now does have last rock, playing the Yellowstones, and does have it in the all-important even 8th. Couple of guards out in front. Shot rock does belong to Dunstone. Half in behind that center guard, sitting top edge of the 4.
But fractured on that rock that cannot be removed off the center line. Dunstone put it back. Early opportunity here. That's what happens when the rocks get bigger. Start wrecking.
So they're wider, they're higher.
Middle rope. Rope. Tight. Line's
It is curious how we did see at the Worlds last year in the Women's Worlds at Weijingbu that they did look a little higher, right? They just, yeah. And now these Olympic stones,
Very nice.
Kathy, the stones that will be used at the Olympics will then come here and be used at the Women's Worlds.
Yes, there will be 2 sets at the Olympics, and one will stay with the World Curling Federation, but the others will replace the set of stones that stays in Canada and is used at every World Championship that Canada hosts.
Not a good afternoon so far for Matt Hall.
He's on cleanup duty here. Looking for the double peel, open up that middle.
Whoa. Whoa, Carl. Yes. Whoa. Yes. Yep.
Gets one and just rolls across the top of the other.
Okay.
Method to their madness, once they missed that halfway down, they kept sweeping to roll the yellow out of the way, but still usable. They might need that corner guard or the other one at some point in this end.
So, do you want the same-ish? A few feet less, right?
Feet less,
higher.
yeah. Halfway high. Line's good, a little bit.
Yep.
Halfway, hard line. Okay. Where are we? Just over, guys. Higher half. Just over. This has to stop.
Sounded like they went over a bump.
It did, yeah. Never touch.
Fulton saying, yeah, he said it picked. He said it sounded like it went over a bump or something. Still pretty good result considering the trajectory could have been switched.
Did it? That's your 3 rock, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to get to nose.
Walt said it sounded like it went over a bump.
That's
too.
what Ryan said too. Like hopped on something.
Okay. Let's play. 12.
I don't mind either.
Yeah.
It's guarding it, but it's so long they can get at this thing and maybe roll behind the yellow guard.
Close.
12.
Clean.
Yep. Hack.
Yep.
Hack.
Yep. Hard.
Hack.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Got to sneak it here.
Hard.
Sneak it. Oh, they did. Great brush. Terrific brush.
That's a good shot. Yep.
Very nice, and pushes it to the back edge of the 8.
Again, a little lighter than they wanted for the desired shot. I heard them when he let it go, hack, was the comment. That was not hack. You wonder if he's got a bit of a slow one.
Hard.
This thing's just diving to the
Yeah.
center line.
Curl.
That's a good shot. Yep.
Especially if they thought hack out of the hand. They swept that a lot. The whole weight on the sheet. It should have been able to remove the red rock from the rings.
Interesting.
Just couldn't overthrow it there, though. You blow by everything. It's as if nothing happens, and then you're in huge trouble. So had to at least flirt with hitting that guard.
Girl. Straight. Gotta go.
Yellow.
Hard.
Didn't flirt with that guard quite as much. Enough, though, to push it out, and that stone sits in the hole.
Great audible there.
Ryan's 5 and give him that 3.
3. Okay.
I think that's
12. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah.
Does it say anything about the kind of game when you only have
The out is there.
your third
Yeah, I
throwing
think
one
so.
draw to this point, Joe?
Like it's
Does
not
it say anything about the style of play? Or?
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot more conservative. We've seen draws early, but then kind of the teams leaning towards opening things up, making space in the second half of the end, which I'm not really that surprised about. It's early in the season. You don't want to be looking at 3 or 4 on your last.
Easy.
Clean. Curl.
Girl.
Curl.
Girl.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
Girl.
Anything, buddy?
Yep.
Very
Play.
nice.
Good.
9-2. Real nice.
Is that like back 8? What? Kind of like back 8? Back 8, back 12. Okay. I think there's quite a bit of room with the guard. Yeah.
It's overburied, though, by a couple of inches. Yes, they've got lots of time to get curl past that very long guard, but you have to get, you know, a good third to a half of this. You're not going to move it far enough.
Clean. Yep.
Colton Lott looking for this little quiet tap, and Ryan Harden picks him up right away. Still with it. And Lott right in behind and barking.
Keep going. Right to it. Keep going.
EJ out in front. Have they got enough now to get across the nose? Maybe just push it through and back. And no, not enough. It hangs around. Shot rock. Back edge of the floor.
Well, that's the way to miss it, though. You got it out in the open.
I think that's the best they could have done. Any more weight, it doesn't curl past the guard enough.
That was tough.
If you chip off, right?
Well, yeah.
Never. This is tough for you, hey, to do that.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's there.
For you, it's pretty tough.
You heard him say for you because it's a lefty in the hack here.
Mine went, I do think it's there,
It's his out turn. Josh's out turn. It will run straighter.
Yeah,
So there are 4 lefties in the field. One here. 2 more on the men's side. Who are they? Quiz time.
Mark Kennedy.
Yeah. Another third. New to third.
Not new to third, but he's just been moved to third.
Tyler, okay, you know what I mean. Tyler Tardy. And then on the women's side?
Val Sweeting.
There you go.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow.
Yep. Line's good. Line's good. Gotta go. Wait only.
Boy, need this for speed here.
14-9. 14-9.
Hard, guys.
Hard, Trev. You got it. Hard. Hard. Little more, little more, little more, little more. Okay, that's a fine spot. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Is it, or is it an opportunity missed?
Good sweep, Trev. Good sweep.
Well, yeah, that's a tough answer. Obviously, farther buried would have been really good, but it might expose the back one, so it's not a horrible miss.
They would have liked to get sitting 2 there, though, if they could have. An extra 2 inches, little less curl would have been perfect.
14-9.
Hard, guys.
Hard, Trev. You got it. Hard.
I thought 14-9 would be light on this side because we haven't seen quite as much traffic. That was an incredible sweep.
The fitness level of this Kleiter team, I played them, I want to say 4 years ago.
You were embarrassed by yourself?
Well, that too. And their fitness level is better than mine back then. It definitely is now.
You think?
Good. Great analysis there, Russ.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a great story.
Brown Sturmey, Kathy.
Well, for Corinne Brown, she had the opportunity to remove the one stone belonging to Sturmey in the house and did on her final. Selena Sturmey was trying to play a hit on her first and wound up ticking a guard. And that is why the Brown team lies 3. She has to get right to the middle. A nose hit will not give her shot.
And curling just 60% is Selena Sturmey. And we'll get 1, and that's it. It'll be a steal of 1.
One red.
1 red, 1 brown. Well, that doesn't make sense.
That's not quite true, actually.
No.
Picking it clean here, big speed.
Hard. Hey, Maddie.
Wow. Don't see that often from Dunstone.
Hey, Maddie.
Well, that's normally his bread and butter. Just heard the call out of the hand was to carve it, so just floated it a little bit wide and didn't come back for him.
What'd you say? I said no sweat.
Yeah. Probably like you're looking for
Dunstone with the advantage on Kleiter. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
12-9 and pushed it to like here, right?
Yeah.
That's this
You
one
definitely
here.
want a 12-5 then. Okay. For sure. 12 to 12-5.
Low on time.
And our first final of this year's points bet is a win by Corinne Brown, ranked number 6. A winner over the number 9 seed Selena Sturmey. Brown and her team from Kamloops.
Speed still holding up, eh?
Yeah, it might be like a foot slower, but it's pretty much the same.
I know this spot so well now. Try to backline hackish, tap it out, roll. Probably buried would be perfect.
Just have to push this rock a long ways. It's
12.
high in the house. This is hard.
Go big.
Curl. Curl. Hard.
Yikes.
Yeah, 11-8.
Yeah, just don't overthrow there.
Fucker.
Just really big.
Yeah, 11-8.
Everyone else in that spot was just the weight, just getting by the guard, and that just had too much speed to catch the curl.
Knows it?
Yeah.
Good call here, too. You could obviously guard up that same play
The
from
outturn
Team
10-5.
Kleiter, but then there's that outturn tap to get there, too. So 2 up here, hit it, sit 2, take your chances.
Probably an outturn.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Yeah, outturn 10-5.
Yeah.
Love the 10-5. That's a, much less than a normal weight. It's kind of a control weight, as they can't roll very far here.
Well, we've seen Myla Plett just rub the wrong way. Has a chance, what, for 3?
Well, they're not sure. Everybody's taking a look at the stone outside. For sure, this is a hit for 2.
Okay.
And then they'll probably put a stick on it.
Oh, she's hanging her head now as she watches this. And she won't touch it at all.
Hard, EJ.
And Beth Peterson, anybody from Winnipeg knows, she has been a one-man wrecking crew. She has made some wonderful shots when her team has been in trouble. But that one was makeable.
Dunstone coming through the middle. And he sits 1 and 2.
Great.
Back 4, back 8. Yep. That.
Boy, that end turned around a couple times. Now I got a tricky one just with a single.
Back 4, back 8.
Trip it a bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the tap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight draw's not quite there.
I don't think so.
Ryland's got that little bit of a pop release, kind of an aggressive rotation, which many of the players are doing that now to get more rotation. It's a great idea, but I think he just popped that last one a little too hard.
Facing a couple with his last. Just a quiet tap, he says. Ryland Kleiter.
No ad.
Whoa, curl. Curl.
Better weight here.
Trevor Johnson.
Curl. Curl. Clean. Curl. Curl.
Back easy.
Easy.
Drag for him and push it far enough. Just enough as they bite the top of the button for a single. But when you have last rock in an even end, the 8th, want more than just one. We don't often see 5 sheets in play, but because the Winsport Event Center is the Western home for Hockey Canada, this is an Olympic-sized surface, so they are able to squeeze 5 sheets onto the floor. As we welcome you back, opening day of the PointsBet Invitational. It's a tune-up, to say the least, for the teams, all but one, who will be in the pre-trials or the trials looking to represent Canada at the Olympics in Cortina. Matt Dunstone with a lead 4-3 has last rock as we go to the 9th, playing the Redstones.
Yeah, I have to think Dunstone's thinking blank here if he gets an opportunity. Not that he will, but gotta be careful with a draw to the button instead of a full extra end. If he only gets a single, he gets forced here. He's 2 up. Kleiter gets his deuce, and then you're drawing the button for everything.
Clean.
Little bounce.
Whoa.
Bouncing right now.
Whoa. Just got to stop. No.
Grind, baby, grind.
Ah, beauty, Pete.
Nice,
Pete.
That's
a beauty.
Good guess.
Great shot.
Sweet. It's a good guess.
Yeah.
Back 4.
Well, this has been a game where it's just been a minefield, hasn't it? I mean, rocks everywhere. And we saw Kate Cameron, wonderful shot to get 5, and now here's Kayla Skurlik with what?
And a chance for 3 right back. Kate Cameron sat in the hack and couldn't see either of the yellow stones. played an aggressive chase of one of them and just went by the outside. And so already line 2, chance for 3 if she can get to the 8-foot. And she can.
Wow.
3 yellow.
3 yellow it is. 9-8.
I hope you have the over.
Double digits before 10 here.
Let's try and clip this.
So as mentioned, we have 2 pools, an A and a B. Very good, Vic. And with the one final, Team Brown, Corinne Brown picks up 3 points with the win. Sturmey sits at 0. Now again, to remind you, if we are tied after 10, there is no extra end. There would be a draw to the button. The winning draw would get 2 points. The losing draw would get 1.
Same thing I gave you last time, or whenever last time.
Line's good.
3.
Hey, you can let it work. Line's fine.
Bottom logo, bottom logo.
A little wider than the last ones.
Bottom logo.
Might have to knife this.
Josh. Hard, Josh. Hard. Hard, Josh. Okay, that's good. Hey, Maddie.
Okay.
Or that.
Yeah, you could do that too. You could hit the top red with softer weight, kill the yellow, keep 3 reds in the rings. You're leaving that yellow dangerous Kleiter guard out there, but I think this is the safer play.
Well, that guard isn't as dangerous now that it's off the center line and also so close to the rings, respecting the run back ability of Team Dunstone. I like this call.
You can spin that frozen one maybe on top of the Kleiter stone. Try to save the thrown stone.
Wait, clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Yep. Wait. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Clean up. Whoa. Clean up. Yep. Hard. Hard roll.
Colton Lott on the brush and roll it over.
Good shot. Very nice. Wanted to roll a little farther, but still good.
They've got that surrounded.
Shot. Draw.
Yep. 10 to 10-5.
Okay.
Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
Yes.
Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Josh Mattern. And the roll inside, and look at that, right up underneath. And so they have 1 frozen, 1 sitting just behind a sit 2 without last rock.
Really good.
Well, I think we're trying to go like this, Colt.
Getting that shot rock partly
Really good,
frozen is going to be very beneficial.
Colton Lott down to have a
Like,
closer
does that
look.
ever touch the back one? Like, if I hit it high, it's going to drag a bit.
Well, what if we
Like,
throw a bomb at this on the nose?
Yeah.
Throw this super
'Cause
hard on
then
the
it
nose,
should,
and
it
it
should
might
touch
just,
it. At least move our back one.
yeah, just to get it off. And
I think it's.
I mean,
think it'll
if
touch
we throw this hard, at least this is going to fly over here, right?
Yeah.
I think it's peel on the nose.
Yeah.
And create a bit of space around the button here.
Killing their own at the back is frees up the shot rock. Dead on yellow, tick a quarter or so of the yellow, the back red goes.
Shouldn't do much.
No.
Curl. Clean. Curl.
Colton Lott. Some late licks here, now bang. And they do loosen things up and get rid of the yellow. So it looks better, certainly. Shot rock still belongs for or 2 Kleiter, but Dunstone has 3 in there.
It worked out better than what they wanted because it loosened up the shot rocks. So they can get at it now. But watch this back red stays in the rings back 8 there, and that could go in the scoreboard too. Good shot.
It's fine too.
Grab your leg, Rye. Well, wait, 10?
11. 11 here.
Okay.
Kind of forcing Team Kleiter to some precision here. Obviously, dead on's a disaster, so they're going to have to roll this somewhere.
Key here, Joe.
Weight's good.
For Kleiter, hold them to at least 1.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of red rocks in the rings right now. They'd love to play some kind of draw, but they have to eliminate some Dunstone rocks.
Hard, it's really going. Okay, Jay.
Actually overrolled where they wanted to go. That was hard to do.
It was very hard to do.
Guard being so tight to the rings.
Fool them hog line in.
I just missed. This, right? I think we're trying to get low.
Okay, kind of wait.
I kind of think I'm seeing peel still.
Okay.
You're just not going to have much juice to slice this across.
Yeah.
Boy, that's tough.
7/8 low. Is this smart? We like this?
Okay. Yeah.
Is that or we angle run that?
Why do we need?
Okay.
Could go after shot rock as well.
Yeah,
it's exposed and sit 2.
A lot easier shot than this one.
Timeout been called, so they'll use their 1. 90 seconds.
Even then, we throw peel right. We fly over here. He still freezes that to force us.
Well, that's what we were thinking. I don't know do we need peel?
Yeah, do we have to whip it?
Just make the roll and
I'm
try
just
to
scared
chisel
pushing
it.
Anything into here.
I just feel like we're not really.
What's he do if we do this?
Yeah.
He rips that double. Yeah. Well, yeah, you go across the face. You might get them all.
I'd sooner rather throw that than I would this.
Yeah, I think across the face is the way to play it too, because it's that half rock, third rock. That's probably the shot. I might even like if it hits in the
It's right on the 3.
This what we're thinking now?
I think so.
The tough part about this one is you got to get by the top yellow, number 1, and you got to sliver that red as thin as you can to make it work that way.
Is that what you guys like?
You could peel the top onto the yellow and maybe still make that shot he wanted.
Trying to hit right here, Cole.
Yeah.
Pretty much a third. I like third.
Interesting, Joe. They never even looked at just going after shot rock.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking you hit shot rock, roll to the right-hand side there, hang on to the 4-foot, and then Kleiter's going to make 1 go away. You might get a simple 2 out of it.
Absolutely, because you don't want 1. You're almost better if you're Dunstone. If this doesn't work out, you're nearly better to give up a steal. Tide coming home with hammer.
Don't mind this, though. Get rid of the center line guard, then you're never giving up a steal this end. At worst, you're getting forced.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Shot.
My goodness, he made it.
Hard money.
To sit 2, albeit back 8 and back 12. Wonderful shot.
Just like they drew it up. Wow.
The original get to the inside and do that was going to be tougher than doing it this way. What a shot.
Not too shabby. Get you boys.
And 5.6 second peel, and the accuracy there is incredible.
Incredible's right.
About all I can do right now.
Move it back just a
Okay, 14-0 is pretty close then.
Okay.
Yeah, we want back 12 basically.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Gotta move it a foot.
Again, for Dunstone, it's take 2 or steal. You know, like Tide coming home, it's not as good as he is right now, but you don't want to go to that extra end.
Back 8.
Draw for all the marbles.
Good.
Weight's close.
Bit of room.
Weight's
Little
good.
bit of room.
Weight's good. Back 12.
Line's good.
Back 12.
Easy. Curl.
Do I want to go here?
Small
Spin it
bump.
off to the other one. Right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it. Spin it off to the other one. Good, Ryan. Pretty good, yeah.
Oh, really good shot.
That's dropping on Peterson and Plett, playing quickly.
A chance to play for two. She was going to play the draw, already lying one, but because of the guards, the way they're set up, she's electing to play the hit, but does need to stick around.
And now, where will it settle?
I think that little catch on the back side of the top yellow helped her. There's
That's
two.
good for two.
Two yellow.
How are those gloves holding up? Oh.
Last about 3 events.
$20, bro.
Does not dig in between your fingers, though?
No, not mine.
Try to get rid of everything here.
Is it there?
They're cheap. You're an engineer.
Close. Whoa. Girl. Girl. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, there wasn't much of a port.
Hey, Maddie.
Hey, Matt.
Yep.
Just split the 8.
Thank you.
And Brad Gouju picks up an early win. 8-6 is the final over the reigning Canadian junior champion, Callan McIsaac of Truro. So Gouju, who is in Pool A.
And I don't know if you heard Callan when he shook Brad's hand, he said it was indeed an honor. And so with Brad's announcement of retirement for these junior teams, for a lot of these teams, this may be the only time that they play Brad Gouju in their career.
And Gouju picks up 3 points.
Interesting decision here for Team Dunstone. I can see them deciding to give up a point here, unless there's a chance to blank.
Just get the line right now.
Curl,
curl. Got a bite center anywhere. Hard, Josh.
Nice hard.
Cameron and Skurlik, and this one's gone back and forth, and it's looked like this from end number 1.
It really has, and both skips coming light in this end, trying to put it on the forefoot. Kayla a little bit light. Kate tried to get in there. She was a little bit light. Now trying one more time to get in there. Hard to tell who shot, but I believe that it's Cameron.
Wait's really close.
Just a couple of stones not in play.
Curl for line, yeah. Curl to get it over here. Great, good. Close. Straight. Straight if it's good. Wait's line's great now. Great.
Really nice. Good job, guys. Sorry, that was a little bit panicked.
1, 2.
Red. Thanks.
Two it is.
Red.
2 it is. Wow.
Sorry. I was
Final stone, Dunstone on the way. Bang, got it, and will take a single. And that is exactly what Kleiter wants. Kleiter will have a chance with last rock. Winsport Event Center here at Canada Olympic Park is our home till Sunday and completion of this year's PointsBet Invitational here in Calgary. So we welcome you back opening day. We'll be back with you at 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 local for draw 2. Matt Dunstone forced to the single, and so it is Rylan Kleiter out of Montana in Saskatoon that now does have a chance. He's got last rock. He has the hammer, needing 2 to tie, and that would force the draw to the button for the 2 points. If Dunstone can hold on here, he'll win it, pick up the 3. And remembering, of course, and we'll just keep saying it, 5 teams, 2 pools of 5, and the top 2 teams, winners of each pool, will be the teams who advance to the final. So no playoffs. Finish first in your pool, and you'll play for the championship. And that happens on Sunday.
Dunstone got caught last end. I think Vic, he was trying to play the blank, but it was almost not there. He threw like a 5-second seed down there, and he missed it the wrong way. I think in his mind he was trying to high side it. If he doesn't get the back one, it's a steal, which would have been more beneficial under this format. He would have been tied coming home with hammer, and his odds are awfully good of winning. Now he gives up a deuce,
Minimum, man.
and he might not win the game at all.
Yeah.
And that's to the numbers, what you're talking about, Russ. If 2 up without, so Matt Dunstone's situation, if we were playing, well, I'm going to say normal curling or not points bet rules, his odds of winning are 86%. Not only because he's up 2, but because if he goes to the extra, he's got hammer. Now, it's not 86% to win, because if they go to the extra, now he's got a 50%. It drops dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, curl.
I was so surprised Kleiter only put up the 1 corner guard this end. Like, they're desperate for 2. They only 1 corner in play. And
Okay.
And just caught enough of it. So
No, that's their stuff.
it is an interesting format because there are, we said earlier today that, you know, some teams believe you're going to have to go through undefeated to advance. But if you should lose and fall back, you get regulation win. Right now it's 3 points for Dunstone.
That was my thought.
Then the draw to the button, if you're tied at the end of regulation, win it 2-1, you lose, or no points. You've got to keep yourself alive as long as possible. And if you can't get 3, the best thing you can do then is
That's right.
2.
Exactly.
And if there's a tie at the end of the round robin, it's the head-to-head they look at first. If there's 2 teams at 4-1, you look at that head-to-head matchup.
But if I'm the M trifecta, the McHugh and McDonald Muybrook that are in this pool, sitting at home watching this, I'm going, come on, Kleiter, let's go to the extra, because 3 points comes off the table.
Right. Thanks, Mom.
Clean. Clean. Yes.
A little surprised here, too. It gives such a wonderful hitting team in Dunstone some chances here.
So Guju picks up the win. He gets 3 points. McKay's gets nothing. But this is the pool of death, as they always say in soccer, of course, when you have that kind of experience and winning.
Whoa. Wait. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Wait. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Curl. All the way to it. Hard.
Hard. You got to go. Good shot.
Try.
You can keep these separated here, Kleiter. You're set it up pretty well.
Yeah, no question.
And it's just so interesting knowing the format, because typically Kleiter would be going so hard to get 3, because knowing that there's such a small chance of winning in that extra end without the hammer, but now they're perfectly happy to just get those 2 points and force that draw.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Good, Jay. Nice throw, buddy. 10-7.
9-5 now, yeah. 9-5, try to hit 2/3. Yeah.
Your option here is hit this dead on. And then if Kleiter can't really roll to our right, he hits it dead on, then there will be a double, albeit a long one.
Look big!
If you roll this to the button, Kleiter's just going to roll it back, and they're both about the same distance.
Clean. Curl. Hard roll. Again.
I think that's better. Now you could be higher without a really dangerous roll.
Like 11 on this side.
Okay.
Similar weight's not bad. That was 10-8.
When you look at the game story, 5-3, Dunstone leads it. Yeah, we've had some good shots, but neither skip particularly strong. If you're looking at it, though, that 9th, Dunstone forced to the single. And now giving Kleiter this opportunity for a deuce to force the draw to the button. And you said, too, when we were in the break, Russ, Dunstone could have also looked at it. That's unforced. That's a big error from Mattern. he could have done so and said, here, there's your one. I'll keep the hammer.
Yeah, that would have been tempting. It really would have. I think he was trying both. He was trying to blank, throwing it so hard. If he gets it a little off, he gives up the steal, but he hit it on the thick side instead of the thin side.
I think what we just saw from Josh Mattern is he was trying so hard to get that outside roll, get those rocks as even as possible, that just rolled that little bit too far, and that's game.
Lefty out turn and just protect it, yes.
Didn't want to nose it and leave the angle for the double, but just a little too far the other way.
You see that so often. You know Colton Lotz in the hack next, or in this case, Matt.
Skip Stones. That was a big rollout.
Wait. Same as you. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Relax. Yep. Gotta go. Right to it. Clean. Whoa.
Good sweep. Go, Matt.
Right here.
One shot.
Yeah. Hey? Not
Just call
would
time
end up
now,
being.
or your last shot's going to be.
Yeah.
Time.
Could go around this.
Yeah.
Like if you go here,
Reason it work jams.
can't really do much with it. Could even be shot technically if you make it really good, right? I just feel like this is a little bit trickier to get everything right.
That was the other thought, but I think you can see enough that it'll still.
You should be able to just blast it one way
Yeah.
or the other. Well, it's close. It's close. It'd be edge to edge probably.
Yeah.
A couple choices.
I kind of like this.
You know, if you get it
Okay.
angled
I like
properly, you might get lucky with it bouncing over there.
So you're seeing,
Right on half, hey?
how does that look? Pretty close?
Yeah, like thick half. 2/3. You get away with being on the 3/4 side of it. Even like 3/4 is
Yeah.
good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because it's got to go all the way through the house, right?
Right. You want it to go into it, though.
We're right here. Yeah, middle eight's close here.
Okay, mid 14 still.
Maybe just a shade less than that, Maddie. Yeah, that's good. Similar to what I gave you on
Ice
that
has been
last
brilliant here so far. We've talked a lot about the rocks, but
14-6.
this shot
That'll do.
conjures up so many memories of slowing down the 10th coming through the slide path, and I haven't seen it so far.
No, I've been taking hog to hog times, and it seems to still be running true. Something in the low 14 range should be really close.
Mine's great.
Mine's good.
Rylan Kleiter.
Top 8, top 4. Top 8.
And his first, trying to
Easy, little bit of
manufacture something here.
room.
As we quickly go to Peterson and Plett.
Well, for my list, she played the hit on her final stone, is lying 3, maybe 4 on the outside, but there are no guards up front, so for Beth, looking for a nose hit.
Very nice to lay it on there as he shot. I don't think so.
Girl.
Just curled up a little too much for Kleiter. Final stone, Beth Peterson, Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg.
Clean, you're good.
And you are good.
Good game, good
And she'll give up the steal of 1, but still win it. 8-7 is your final, as Peterson's the winner over Plett.
Good game, good luck. Good game, good luck. Good. Nice game.
That angle, just draw a straight line this way, like at 90 degrees, goes like that. It's going to be really close. It should just get the top of it and roll to the right.
Just a perfect freeze,
Yeah,
though.
incredible. They're expecting it to stay high side, but it should hit that back red. Especially if he gets it thin.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yeah.
Dunstone and double bump. And it's gone.
Good luck.
So it's a win for Dunstone. And he'll pick up the 3 points. Boy, that was different. Gave up that, settled for a single in 9, and then that key rollout by Josh Mattern. That really was the turning point. 5-3 is your final score.
Oh, yeah.
And Dunstone picks up a huge 3 points. So Dunstone picks up the 3 points in really what is a wide open group. And now we'll turn our attention to a crazy game here, Kathy. The way all the points scored right now. And it is Cameron who does lead it. But Skurlik from Calgary, Kayla from the Garrison has last rock.
And that yellow stone that is on the lid that is shot was Kayla's first. Kate was trying to play the freeze down to it and a little light, so trying to use her own now to run it sideways.
Skurlik, Carrie Lynn Ramsey in the house, Margot Fleming, Ashton Skurlik on the brush. It's been a difficult season so far for them, failing to qualify and gets nothing. So she will settle for the single, and Kate Cameron is going to survive the shootout, make the final 11-9 as Cameron picks up the 3 points. And that completes draw 1.
The 2025 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. And by Home Hardware, locally owned, genuinely Canadian.
So nice to be back in Calgary to begin this season of champions. And we open it up with the PointsBet Invitational. Draw 1 is complete. So here are the standings, and remembering again, you pick up 3 points for a win. And so Guju top of the table with his win over the junior team McIsaac. In Pool B, it is Dunstone surviving to pick up 3 points, the win over Kleiter. Turning our attention now to the women's Pool B. And remember again, 5 teams in each pool. First place will go on to the finals on Sunday. Peterson is a winner over Plett. And they almost ran out of numbers as Brown and Cameron picks up win. Cameron winner over Skurlik. Brown wins over Sturmey to pick up the much-needed 3 points. Tonight, our feature game will be Caitlin Laws, the 2-time Olympic gold medalist, against Christina Black, who had a wonderful Scotties last year, won a bronze medal. Laws, however, this year, while she is throwing the 4th stone, it is her 3rd, Selena Negevin, who is skipping the team. So it'll be our first look of that change in their lineup. That's when we join you again at 8:30 Eastern Time with Draw 2 of the PointsBet Invitational from Calgary. And all of it here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.